Hey guys, welcome to Weekly Roundup once again. Got a lot of stuff to get through. Start off with the CDs and Immortal Souls, Winter Reich. This is the second of two CDs that I bought from them from Second and Charles. Then we got some older stuff. Viking, Do or Die, their first album. Good thrash right here. From 88 or 89. Then you got first Nasty Savage album, self-titled. Both of these were, I think, Brutal Planet reissues, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Brutal Planet reissues. Originally, I think both originally from Metal Blade. Yep, both originally from Metal Blade. Got them both on Boone's Overstock. Then, I think this came from Chris Voland, if I'm not mistaken. Grave, Extremely Rotten Live. And we got some Queensryche with Rage for Order. And some Testament with The Ritual. And we got some Napalm Death with Harmony Corruption. Probably would be my favorite Napalm Death album. And we got some Incantation with Decimate Christendom. I believe I got that from Chris Voland as well. The most recent solo effort from Bruce Dickinson, The Mandrake Project. I very much enjoy his solo material more compared to the current Iron Maiden stuff. And we got some, get a favorite of mine in here, some Painkiller from Judas Priest. And another band favorite, go with some Slave to the Grind from Skid Row. And then we got Scars of the Crucifix from Deicide, the final album with the Hoffman Brothers. And on to the vinyl. So Tuesday's theme on my in my Facebook group, VC United, was Canadian artist. So first up for me was Strapato from Slaughter, Canadian thrash band, obviously the theme of Canada. Then we got some mix of hard rock and metal with Helix, Walking the Razor's Edge. And then my final contribution Power Play from April Wine, just good hard rock. Sunday night, I decided to do something a little bit different with my selections of stuff I was listening to. I had several friends help me select random records out of my collection, and it was, nobody knew what they were going to eventually be picking. I had a system all laid out. So Carcass John, his pick was Blood Oath from Suffocation. And I found that a majority of these picks really did fit the person who picked them as well. The next one was the first pick from my wife. She wanted a do-over, so I gave her a do-over, but I still played the first one. Brother Ray's at it again, Ray Charles. Also, this is a promotional copy as well. And then my son's second pick was Faith No More, Soul Invictus. My wife's do-over pick, Pound from Pound from Anvil. Chris Voland's pick was Violence, Eternal Nightmare. Scott Waters' pick was this, Open Hostility from Razor. My son's first pick was this self-titled GTR, basically a prog supergroup. You've got Steve Hackett, Steve Howe, Max Bacon, Phil Spalding, and Jonathan Mover. Can't tell if that's a V or a W. I probably listened to that. That's probably the second time I've listened to it since I've owned it. George G. from George G's Room of Rock, his pick was The Sound of Steel from Ex Mortis. I think them and Battlecross pretty much have a subgenre all their own that I would call battle thrash. That's what it kind of sounds like to me. Ron Haggerty's pick was Hear What I Say from Deliverance. And Tim Eaton from Tim Eaton's or My Vinyl Vengeance. His pick was the System of a Down debut. And then we've got some Armored Saint with Raising Fear. Some Sepultura Arise. Iron Maiden's Seventh Son. Metallica Black Album. Alice in Chains Facelift. And Judas Priest Screaming for Vengeance. And some Megadeth with Peace Sells. Candlemass with, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of this album. It wasn't supposed to really be a Candlemass album. It was supposed to be a project. It was a separate project because they had kind of broken up at the point. But I think it's a pretty underrated album though. I wouldn't put it as a top 5, but I think it's underrated. And we got some self-titled Black Sabbath. And we got some vomitory with All Heads Are Gonna Roll. Some 6 Feet Under with Bringer of Blood. And we got the self-titled Creeping Death. Or actually, no, this is Boundless Domain. Death metal out of Denton, Texas. Well, that's all I've got for this past week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And hopefully, you guys, if you're in my VC United group, or if you're not, go ahead and submit a join request and take part in this coming up Tuesday's theme, which I haven't yet decided. But everybody have a great day and God bless.